I'm on a roll this time. I feel my luck could change. Kill me, Sarah. Kill me again with love. It's gonna be a glorious day. Pull me out of the air crash. Pull me out of the lake. 'Cause I'm your superhero. We are standing on the edge. The heads of state has called for me by name, but I don't have time for him. It's gonna be a glorious day. I feel my luck could change. So pull me out of the air crash. Pull me out of the lake. 'Cause I'm your superhero. And we are standing at the edge. Hi. My name is Gravity Groove. Welcome to Not Safe for Work Runeterra. That was the song Lucky by Radiohead, which I feel is just real appropriate for me. Bit of an ironic title if you didn't catch that. Your favorite, maybe your only autistic singing streamer that you engage with or watch with a curious eye, like the alien that I am. I'm here to talk a little bit about comorbidity and autism. So, autism is a neurological disorder, which fundamentally means people who are autistic have different brain architecture than people who are neurotypical, which is normal. The degrees and levels of difference in people who are autistic are pretty dramatic and vary pretty greatly across the spectrum, which is why they call it an autistic spectrum. I suppose one could argue I was among the lucky ones, and I am in that top 1% that has Asperger's syndrome, which means I have all of the weaknesses that a traditional autism diagnosis would also have. That is accelerated sensitivities, neurological difficulty processing information, a host of comorbid conditions. These comorbid conditions are often related to the neurological difference or the neurological damage of autism, such as asthma, which is thought to contribute to autism because it's an inflammatory disorder. People who have autism often have asthma, IBS, which is something I have and have been suffering with most of my life. Essentially, IBS is when your brain and your gut brain don't communicate correctly. Pardon me. Gosh, I'm having a phlegmy day. And because those signals aren't sent correctly, the difficulty in that information is that I can occasionally have wrong signals sent from here to here and vice versa, which can cause unnecessary spasming, convulsing. It can cause the bowel and intestine to become spasmodic, which means it's trying to like push or compress waste material or nutritive material, even though it's not being recruited to do so. And that sort of thing is pretty common comorbidity, as well as depression and other neurological and sort of emotional disorders that come along with autism. Now, again, some could argue that I was lucky because Asperger's syndrome is fairly rare in terms of spectrum diagnoses and allows me to still, as you see, as you engage, to be verbal. There are people with autism who are nonverbal. There are people with autism who have learning difficulties. I also had learning difficulties and basically did nothing but fail and suffer and flounder in the educational system. My understanding of things was accelerated, and that made for a terrible student. I pick up concepts very readily. My language skills are pretty accelerated and have always been. I was speaking like a year and a half before a normal child can speak sentences, which is pretty damn abnormal. I was able to converse in an adult-like manner at a very young age, which confused, frightened, and bewildered teachers and adults. I often quickly understood concepts to the point of immediately being bored in school. We're doing coloring and like basic addition and doing the alphabet, and I already know all of these things, so I'm basically trapped in a prison with children who are idiots for 8 hours a day, which made me act out and made me misbehave. I would walk around classrooms just even while lessons were going on, and I couldn't concentrate. There are other factors there too. I had pretty severe asthma, and one of the things they put me on was a corticosteroid. I believe it was called Aerobid back then. Corticosteroids, they've now found out in studies many, many years later, can make children irritable, can basically hype them up, give them a ton of like hyperactive energy. If you've ever taken an intense steroid as a result of being sick, like with bronchitis or pneumonia, you'll know what I'm talking about. I had pneumonia as an adult when I was like 28, and the steroids they gave me basically made it so I couldn't sleep for like 3 days straight. It was a very intense feeling. I was just overcome with energy, and so that contributed a lot to my my inability to perform in school and to work with the normal kids. Why am I telling you this stuff? Well, I feel like I don't often get to talk about my condition and who I am as a person, what makes me different, and my autism is a big part of that and my life. And I know it's really hard for other people to relate and for normal people to understand what this feels like, but if you can attempt to empathize, I appreciate it. If you ever want to know anything about what it's like to grow up autistic and to grow up on the spectrum, please feel free to ask questions in the comments. I'm pretty sincere about how I interact with people, and I will always try to be honest with you. That's the best I can offer. We're going to play a little bit of a deck that we have grown to like today, which is the old BBG Garen Plaza deck. I have made some slight tweaks. I think the original had 2 judgments in it. I don't know if 1 judgment is even necessary anymore. I think the current iteration of this is basically just using Zoe instead of Garen, which I think is probably fine too. We're sticking with this for the time being, but I could easily see just swapping Zoe in here and playing the deck as it originally was designed. That seems like a totally reasonable thing to do. I cut one Guiding Touch to put an additional Sharp Sight in here because you see Zoe so much on the ladder that it's nice to have another interactive tool to be able to block her. And Hush and Sharp Sight and Single Combat all allow us to do that in one way or another.
Take your marks. Set.
2 wins away from Platinum. I don't know what this is going to be. Some all-in elusive strategy. Could just be Feel the Rush. Probably just Feel the Rush.
Peer beyond.
Okay. Make a giant something.
Oh, vermin.
Sure.
Slow down, will you? Winter take you. Here we go.
Concussive Palm. Another freeze.
This would be a good winter.
The Order rewards its faithful.
Plat to our perch.
They cannot hide.
Yeah. Up there in the mountains. Time to get rowdy. Oh, I ain't done yet.
Patrol 1, Patrol 2.
And we're getting just bricked out on every play, huh?
I see you there.
Pretty irritating.
Bring the others. Affirmative.
You'll want to give me some space. Promise. Don't you dare! Relax and strike!
The heavens diminish without my attention. Oh, they
Okay. I guess we lose then. Looks like we lose, folks.
Free and lonesome as a summer breeze.
Well, this
That was pretty annoying.
isn't my fault.
Every turn we tried to attack, we got tricked out. Man, that was really, really annoying. Can't I just roll into an aggro deck, please? Just a bad draw. Without any hushes or Grand Plaza or single combats, it's going to be really hard to keep Tom Soraka off the board.
Unyielding light. Devotion through battle.
And we have no way to interact with their landmarks at all. This is another just bad matchup. Yeah.
Pablo's been down! Let his knee out!
Sure. We've drawn no tricks at all.
You cannot sway me.
Like our deck is about half tricks and we haven't drawn a single one. Wow.
Yeah. No more of your crap soup, lassie, please! It's that soap! You'll be drinking this?
Osu can sniff out any star anywhere.
Our mountain grows are full of dangers, but I know them all. Ring the flippin' bell! Should have stayed home, pal. Stand back. Shining gifts from the sky.
To heal and protect.
I'll leave that first part to you, Soraka.
So he shouldn't be able to block with Soraka here because he's got to assume we've got Pale or Sharp Sight. I mean, that's a bluff, obviously, for us, but...
You are better.
that plays
than
around
this.
it.
This is outrage!
just a case of really insufficient drawing too.
Stay resolute.
Like if we would have drawn more than one trick, like holy
You
shit!
leave me no choice.
I can't believe we drawn nothing but creatures. It's incredible, really.
Take heart.
Fear is the first of many foes.
I feel better when you feel better. The possibilities are infinite.
Okay.
Live with purpose.
We're all family here.
Jesus fucking Christ.
For the cause! Press the advantage!
Ouch!
Be brave! Her light is our sword, her warmth our armor.
Huh. This hand was bad. I'll take it. Our hand was bad too. Just give me an aggro matchup, please. Give me a go hard matchup. That'd be great. Stuck tends to play against that one pretty well. This should be good. I mean, their nut draw is pretty much unbeatable. But it has potential to be a good matchup. I think we keep the... Do we keep the egghead and just hope to hit a pale, or do we full mulligan for pale... Or, not pale, Plaza? If they get a Plaza and we don't, we probably lose. How many games can we go without drawing Plaza, folks? Huh. Okay.
My faith protects me.
Yeah, that's real bad. That's real bad.
Nagakabu's guide us.
Yep, that's real bad. Are we crushing? Oh, there we go.
Unyielding light.
Huh.
This is our way.
Yeah. If we had Pale here, that would be a nice way to punish, but... We could single combat here, but we really need to save it for Misfortune.
I'm something of an aspiring psychologist.
Sure.
For king and country.
Nothing gets between me and my mark.
We'll find our enemies wherever they hide.
Charge!
We could play into sharp side if we went for single combat now.
Stay resolute.
That could be useful. Especially if he plays like another one of those. Sure. We don't really have any other play here.
Show them what we're made of.
This is gonna suck. No other play?
Nothing stands in our way.
Demacia will prevail. For justice, for Demacia.
No sharp.
Fortune favors the bold.
The ocean is no place for the weak.
We do what is right.
Fall by my sword!
Didn't have it last turn, shouldn't have it this turn.
Turn me to the sea.
I will not falter.
I've come so far.
Okay. Sure. Ooh.
Dangerous waters.
That's... wow.
Your favorite star. I created it.
Slow down, will you?
Yep, it's pretty big.
Here we go.
Blessed is motion.
Tea? For two.
Mwah.
So... this is getting got no matter what. We just swing the team, right?
How did that move go? This isn't part of the training.
This is not the right way to block for him. He needs to keep the 5-6 to pull our 11-6 to kill it.
Galaxies faster than this.
Interesting. Oh, wow. Impressive.
Ooh, that's new. Love
Yep.
ya.
Demacia will prevail.
Too soon.
Impressive. It's gotta be this, right?
I'll hunt them where they breed. Fated for the slaughter docks.
Damn, this fucking guy is lucky.
Something for the road.
I'll defend these forests to the end.
Yep.
These woods belong to us.
Gotta get out of here!
All eyes on me.
Pretty good. Don't know if it's good enough.
Betty, Plat.
Hello, Runeterra. Let's rock.
That egg, did it move? Please, I have connections!
Not bad.
Now,
So if he develops at all, we just get to immediately punish him. Oh, that does 3. So Pale keeps it alive? Damn it. Got him.
victory today. Freedom.
Got him without even getting the Plaza. Quest done, sweet. Rest of our card backs. Sure. try one more, see if we can do it. This will be our fourth game. First game we drew Plaza. The other two games we did not draw Plaza. But we did manage to win. So we're 2-1 right now. So this is just Pirate Aggro. So our life gaining stuff is going to be at a premium here. I don't think we keep Guiding Touch in our original hand though. We're still hoping for Plaza. Or these. Yeah. It's a pretty decent hand against an aggro deck.
Bounty Bowl knows me now.
So he needs to just swing here and not develop. If he develops, we have the punish.
The dead don't need riches.
This suggests he probably has a another pirate.
I just may have an answer.
Once I stamp papers, now faces. Can you improve perfection?
Fortune favors the bold.
System upgrade.
It's a really good curve.
Let's get to it. What is this?
It's a really, really, really good curve. If he has Gangplank on 5, we may just not be able to come back.
Unyielding light.
Can you improve perfection?
Wow.
Prime and ready.
So now I think we just go 2-drop, 2-drop, try to take out Misfortune and the Ballista Bot.
My faith protects me.
Can you improve perfection? Join me if you want to live.
Dragons, such fascinating creatures.
Scorching light.
Follow the tracks.
Keep up, keep up.
Really good use to draw one of our Star Shapings. Or our Solaris.
I'm one of the good guys, but not that good.
We fight for those who cannot.
This is when we're going to start getting decimated to the face, I assume. Or Mystic Shotted. Yep.
Alright, let's mess some folks up. Here we go.
No Mystic Shot. Huh.
I'll follow where I can. No! I'll make corpses of them all.
4 to 5. Okay. Well, He's going to get to swing. Our other option is to pale now and see if we can find single combat. Star shaping's good too. This keeps us out of decimate range.
I am reborn of salt and brine! Explosives! Hang them by their entrails.
Sure.
Oh, heretic!
So that takes us to negative, huh? Guess that's our only line, and we're still dead to decimate. Yep. Really needed a single combat, I guess. We tried.
Justice waits for no one.
Yep. Wait. Parlay and then get excited?
Defeated, but never broken.
If we would have drawn a single Sun Forger, we would have won that game. It's a matchup where we're generally favored, but can always draw bad and die, which is, you know, what this channel is all about. Kind of unfortunate that that deck is back in vogue. I found it really irritating to play against 6 months ago. It's still pretty irritating. Their nut draw is arguably more irritating than the Scout's nut draw, because once they get you to like 8-ish hit points, you're just dead regardless of interaction. This is counterspell, 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 counterspell the deck. Hoping for a Plaza. We usually have 3 denies, 2 notifies, but we'll see.
Who would trespass here?
I'm something of an aspiring trichologist.
That's kind of a miss. No Plaza. That's weird.
Unyielding light!
Save your words. We speak with blades. Everything I've worked for.
Huh? Okay. I'll take a freebie. Alright, one more shot at the platinum. And win or lose, we're going to call it here, because I think we're getting into like 50 minutes. Another Agru. This, again, is usually a favored matchup. So I think we need to keep the Solari. Pretty good curve here. Another Solari, pretty great.
Raise your weapon, Sunwood.
Why don't you drop that there? He develops, we get to punish.
Unyielding light. My faith protects me.
He's deciding if it's worth 3 damage to sacrifice his
Devotion
2-2.
to battle.
Decides it is.
You cannot sway me.
Warriors.
Probably a Draven turn here. Sure.
I have the best job. Her light is our sword, her warmth our armor.
Yep.
Shining gifts from the sky. Forge ahead! Channel our power!
Gonna throw an axe at this. It's better they're using that defensively for us. Yeah, we lost a life gain, but we're already pretty healthy. That's one less trick we need to worry about.
For king and country.
Look, everyone, Captain Doll.
Hold fast.
Happy for him to use this. He's running out of gas.
Now we're cooking.
There was a risk he would have had survival there,
Democracy will prevail.
but I felt like it was a calculated risk.
Unyielding light.
For king and country.
Look, everyone, Captain Doll.
Scorching light.
We do what is right.
Radiant strikes.
Fall, heretic.
Yeah, nothing I can do about it.
You're gonna get that.
He's still pretty far ahead, though. I don't think the Garen loss matters that much. It does give him more spinning axes, which sucks.
No cheers. You fall alone.
He's got a ton of discard fodder, and he can have a pretty big Darius now.
Sway me.
Sure. So we're going to have Asol up and a single combat. I think he's pretty doomed.
The heavens diminish without my attention.
That'll do it, folks.
See you next time, Runeterra.
Hey, look. We're different. Okay, so we got the platinum. Big who cares, right? Yeah, we haven't been playing this game very seriously. But, you know, we're just going to play whatever makes us happy while we wait to get cut open here, here, and here, and have a camera and tools inserted into our abdomen. Yeah. Yeah. We're just going to try to keep our stress as low as we can for the benefit of our health, because something else I didn't mention, IBS, or irritable bowel syndrome, is triggered by several things. For some people, it's primarily dietary, but in 30 to 40% of people, diet has nothing to do with it, and it's actually stress. I am the stress type, so my IBS tends to be linked to prolonged or very heightened senses of stress, because as a spectrum person, my sensitivities are basically all my dials are cranked up to 11 or higher. Loud noises are more grating to me. Bright lights are more grating to me. Smells are more like profound or distracting, and so if it's an unpleasant smell, it's really amplified. It's really easy for my environment to betray me. And if I have a super bad day where a bunch of stressors stack up, like if I have monetary problems and then physical injuries and then like difficult exchanges with people online, and that all happens like within a small window, I start to have a lot of stress and anxiety. I get rapid heartbeat, I get headaches, and usually next morning, like clockwork, I wake up and my intestines are doing this for like, 1 to 3 days. So I need to find a way to chill out, man. Feel free to leave comments about how I can best chill out. I am doing some CBD gummies. That's supposed to be something that helps for irritable bowel syndrome. Something about it being an antispasmodic effect. So we're testing that out. We're eating 4 little of these bearers a day. It's roughly like 35 to 40 milligrams of CBD a day that we're trying to try to improve our quality of life. But if you have any other suggestions, feel free to hit me up with that. And if you enjoy this deck as much as I do, I'd love to hear about that as well. Thanks so much for hanging out. My name is Gravity Groove. This has been Not Safe for Work Runeterra. If you did like the show, if you like what you're hearing, if you like the sort of flow and style that I have, feel free to like, subscribe, say hello, tell your friends, tell your podiatrist, your butcher, your priest, your rabbi, your moms, your dads, your pops, your sisters, your siblings, your internet hookups. Maybe they'll appreciate your sense of style. There's a lot of cool content out there, and I appreciate you spending a little bit of your valuable time here with me, and I hope to see you next time. Boom. Thanks for hanging out.